Stephanie Dobbs Brown, who's the chief marketing officer at a company called the Intercontinental Exchange, or ICE, I-C-E. This is a Fortune 500 data and tech company, multi-billion. It did $7 billion last year. And this company was started by a guy named Jeff Sprecher. In 1997, he bought a technology startup for $1 that was aimed at providing transparent pricing for electric power companies. Fast forward to today, this is a massive company with 10,000 employees. They own the New York Stock Exchange, among other things. And this woman has been leading marketing there for a few years, and she's responsible for all their marketing and brand. And she led a really successful rebrand in 2022. She also headed up the strategic partnership with McLaren Racing, also CNBC's Mad Money. Super smart marketer. Let's see what she has to say about the employee experience at ICE.
I don't think you can understate the importance of the employee experience. And I think one of the things that I love about marketing, and I've said this throughout my career, is the influence that marketing can have on the culture of a company. Because you can't just market to customers, right? As humans, we're exposed to everything. And I think employees, to me, are the most exciting part of a company, because they're your salespeople, they're your advocates, they're your ambassadors, they're your references and your referrals. And I just don't think you can have one without the other. I think it's impossible to separate customers and employees. Now, I think the tactics that you use, right, are different, of course, and the approach, the strategy you might take is different. But in my opinion, they go hand in hand. And I think especially now in this new world that we're living in, where there's such a blurred line, is that employee experience has to be top of mind when you're thinking about it, because you simply can't talk to a customer in isolation.
Cool. So yeah, so you can see kind of, one example of, a brand that's taking some time to really engage with their folks. And it's really consistent with some of these folks that have, we just had Eric Toda from Meta on, and he's head of their global social media. And he talked about your employees are your greatest customers, right? And they should be your greatest advocates. And he really kind of went on to talk about enabling employees to talk about the product, talk about the story firsthand, or you're doing them a disservice. Really interesting to see some of the things these brands are doing. And I think they've got to get this right, because look, people care about what these brands are doing, and we're moving into a very different world where people have a lot of choice and there's a lot of talent out there. So let's see what happens.
The biggest challenge she has is that everyone says this, but it's really hard to prove, and it's really hard to do. From my experience, the bigger the company, the less likely any of this is true. I mean, that's so she's trying to say she's developed, she cares a ton about employee experience. I get that. Employee experience is important. I don't doubt it one bit. But when you have 10,000 people, there's no way 10,000 people are aligned. It's just not possible, right? Maybe you could get a small cohort of people that are aligned. Like you might get 30 people aligned. It's not going to be 10,000. And if I think about her department, I know it's a big department, right? And I know there's going to be some type of conflict, and it could be something small. It could be something big. It could be something as small as like, hey, do we have to meet in office on Mondays? It could be even smaller. It's like, I don't like the snacks. But when people say employee experience, I would put a challenger out there, is like, especially for any big company. I agree that you want to do that, but it's just so hard to do. And I think it's a worthwhile effort. Do I believe at any point that I think all people are aligned on the company's mission and experience and all that stuff? I'll never believe that. Not at a big company.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This segment is brought to you by Salesforce. Salesforce brings marketing and engagement together. If you want to learn more, head over to salesforce.com/marketing. And please subscribe to this channel for more marketing insights from the world's best marketing leaders across the Fortune 500 and beyond.